full of hate. Let's make a change before it's too late. Too much killing, too much blood spilling. Each and every morning, it's weeping and mourning. We've got to stop all the crimes, erase the violence, let our voice be heard. We can't sit in silence. The hope of tomorrow is in our use today. We've got to live in love. Crime and violence don't pay.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You're listening to yours truly, Ari. Next to me is Roleza, and we have in studio Inspector of Police Wilmette John, former Commissioner of Police Michael Charles, and former Superintendent of Police Elton John, joining us this morning to discuss the topic: our resilience, our fortitude, our identity on the road to 45. Good morning, gentlemen, and Roleza.
Wait, it's me alone as a female in here. What a time. All right, good morning, everybody.
A pleasant good morning. You're well protected, if it's one thing.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
Hey, you're former. You're making empty promises.
No. I think, is it once an officer, always an officer? The training doesn't leave you, right?
Correct.
All right.
All right. So, all right.
I don't know if you guys want to go around introducing yourself.
Yes, I will state Michael Charles, retired Commissioner of Police.
I'm Elton Jackson.
We have Jackson here.
Yes, retired Superintendent of Police.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I am Wilmette John, Inspector of Police.
Okay. All righty. So good morning again to everybody. And just to remind listeners that this is an interactive program. I know it's a program that many persons look forward to every week, where we hear the voices of the police and former police. Well, as you said, once a police, always a police, so it's fine. Right? Interactive programs. So the number to call us or to WhatsApp us on is 457-9997, right? Same number in both instances. All right. So the topic for today, as Ari mentioned, and just to remind everyone again, our resilience, our fortitude, our identity on the road to 45. All right. So I don't know who wants to start. Give us your thoughts with regards to the topic, and then we could always branch off into different things after.
Our resilience. Since 1979, when we gained our independence, St. Vincent has been striving for better. And we always come through every disaster with our head straight above water. And right now, well, we can see after the COVID and the eruption of last of rain, 2021, I mean, coming out of that, we were really, we is an example, a role model to say when it comes to disasters, because not only we come out of it with our head and hand raised, but the way the government perform, I mean, the people who are affected, they got some houses repairs, farmers were compensated for crop loss and so on. So that's only say that the resilience, not only for the people of St. Vincent and Grenadines, but also the government. On the road to 45, I can only see it is getting better and better with the type of investments and things that proposed right now in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I say the road to 45 looking real good.
All right.
Right, Jackson? To take up from where former Commissioner Charles left off, I just want to say how pleased I am to be here this morning to talk about our 44th anniversary of independence, and by extension, the military parade and other aspects of our celebration. Right. Every year, we usually have, which we will call the main event, which is the Independence Parade at Victoria Park, where you will have the various guards on display. This year will be no exception, and we are looking forward to have Vincentians turning out in their numbers. And apart from that, we want persons to view into the various platforms wherever you are, so that we can have a great celebration tomorrow. It is no doubt that we are a resilient people, and tomorrow the display that you will see from the youths and the not so young will be a reflection of that. So I just want to encourage persons to come out and celebrate. It's your independence. Be proud of it.
How did you feel when the Prime Minister was workshopping the idea of a later parade?
Well, it is really not the first time that we would have had that. I can recall vividly. Well, it had to be where they had the raising of the flag in 1979. That was obviously a night parade, and after that, we tried to replicate that 1 or 2 times, and it was done successfully. So even though it would have been for different reasons in terms of the heat that was mentioned, it would not have been anything strange.
Okay.
For some persons, but many persons can recall that we had night parade, evening parade, and it was done successfully. But I believe that with the time that was given, maybe it was too short a time for that preparation.
Changes to be made. Okay.
Yeah. And this wasn't the Prime Minister's idea. It came actually from the parade commander, Superintendent Benzil. But the same reasons of the weather and the heat. So he's the one who really come up with the solution, and they met, and as Superintendent Jackson said, because of the time and organization and other people would have organized activities, we just couldn't. But for instance, St. would have had one this year where the Governor General arrived at midnight. So it's not something new across the Caribbean.
Arrived at midnight, so the parade started at midnight.
Well, because like tomorrow, an example, tomorrow is Independence.
Right.
The Governor General arrived midnight tonight.
Okay, it's interesting. All right.
Well, just to remind everyone, it's an interactive program. The number to call is 457-9997. That's also the number to WhatsApp this morning. And if you're live on Facebook and YouTube, drop your comments, drop your questions. The officers and former officers are here to help this morning.
Inspector John, use on the parade this year.
Yes.
Right. I know normally every 5 years we have a formation of the numbers, special displays, and this year is 44 years. So not most likely next year we'll have a formation, but there will be any special presentation performance this year.
Well, as you rightly said, next year is 45 years, so we're leaving really everything in the back for the 45th anniversary.
Right.
Or we will have a small display, nothing significant. The band, when they're doing the trooping, they'll be doing a display. One of the band member will be singing, and some of the bandmen will be doing a little, dancing and stuff.
Okay.
And the audience usually look forward for such.
Yeah, I think the introduction of that little what we call it, marching band routine, I suppose. I'm not sure what the correct term is, but the introduction of that has allowed for there to be a bit more. I'm not trying to say the parade was boring before, but has allowed for a bit more excitement or a little bit more reason for persons to go and to be present. Right, as well as the Uptown March, because the activities don't just end in the park itself. There's the Uptown March as well.
It's actually called the Uptown Salute.
Uptown Salute. I probably should have known this properly, but it's okay.
And the trooping of the band.
And the
trooping
of
the band.
I'm learning things.
Display. That's
what it's called.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. So all of us are learning today. If persons who didn't know before, yes, I'm learning today as well. All right, so I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so I don't know if you want to speak a little bit more on the parade itself.
Yes, I can give a quick rundown of what will take place tomorrow. Just a synopsis. The parade will actually start with the seating of the audience, spectators. That will be at 7:45, and then we will have the fourth arrival, which will be the acting commissioner of police. At 7:50.
Even before that, Jackson, if you can go to the farming up of the parade, the adjutant will farm up
The parade,
the parade and the ground itself.
from Central.
Yes. Give the audience actually what will take place with the tube.
Yes, well, very, very early in the morning, you will have the farming up at Central Station, and then they will march to Victoria Park. The various armed guards and armed guards and unarmed guards, right? They will go to they will march to the Victoria Park, and that should be the forming up of the parade at Victoria Park should take place just around 8 o'clock. Setting the platform for the arrival of the various persons. And as I stated before, you have this 7:45, which is everybody expected to be seated. Then you will have the arrival of the acting commissioner of police, 7:50, followed by the prime minister,
7:55,
which will be 7:55, and then Her Excellency Dame Susan Duggan, the King's representative. She will arrive at 8 o'clock. Then the action will start.
That's when the parade actually starts.
That is when the parade actually starts, where the head of state arrive, and then you will have
the royal salute,
the royal salute, and the various inspections, followed by the different things that you will see. And I don't want to bore you with everything. Okay. And then we will have all the displays that we are asking you to come out and witness. Finally, you will have the uptown salute, and the children in particular, which I really love to see. They in their own way, they will display themselves marching uptown, and with their loved ones by their side, cheering them on, etc.
You happen to know who are the groups joining the parade this year?
Yes, sir. The parade will be under the command of Superintendent Benzel Samuel. His 2IC, or we call it the adjutant, will be Assistant Superintendent of Police Agent Francois. There are 7 armed guards. 4 of those are from the police. The first guard number 1 is all male. Guard number 2, all female. Guard number 3, make up of the Special Service Unit, SSU. Guard number 4, Coast Guard. Then you have the auxiliaries, and you have 2 cadet guards. Those are the armed guards, meaning with rifles.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have 9 unarmed guards. His Majesty, Prisons, Division of Nursing Education, the nurses, scouts. You have 3 guides, 1 ranger, 2 guides. The Police Youth Club, Pathfinder, 7th Adventist Pathfinder, which you remember once.
Yes, I was a Pathfinder. How do you know that?
I'm from Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
And the Red Cross.
Okay.
So there will be 9 unarmed guards and 7 armed guards.
Yes, I used to look forward to the Independence March.
And please note, these guards that will be on the parade, you have the Brownies will join in.
The Brownies
And
the Cubs.
Right.
the Cubs,
Okay.
they will join in when the parade is leaving
to go uptown.
to go uptown.
Okay. All right. I think I had a question. It went straight out my head. Sorry.
I know one of the things people look forward to is the salute to the nations.
Mhm.
That's where the baby, this called the baby cannon, You know, there's 21 gun salute and respect for the nation. And a lot of people are scared.
Yeah,
it's
when you
scared a
said
lot
look
of
forward,
people.
I was like,
and a lot of people look forward to
It's
it.
been scary one.
The first one to catch you up.
yeah.
But the intention, no, they attend every independence parade. So they actually know exactly what is happening. So they know when to expect it. Right? You can see the little folks telling the gun going to go off now.
Okay.
They actually counted.
Yeah,
21.
yes.
You will hear 1, 2, and you will hear them counting.
Over the years, though, how have you found the participation on a whole to be, though, in terms of persons taking part in it? I know that there were years when it sort of waned a bit. Have you noticed that it's been picking up over the years?
Yes. Well, I can say from 2001. I don't know really, but there's a Vincentian patriotism. Like from 2001 up to today, in every parade, Vincentian turnout in the numbers. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's the glow that our Prime Minister have. You know, but people do turn out, and every year it gets more and more. And one of the things that they really look forward to is the announcements, the special announcements that he give out at Independence during his speech.
Yes, this period this year is actually big, as you just said, because at times Her Majesty's prison will be absent. We know for sure this year, as you said, they are.
And did you call out the Coast Guard?
Yes.
Okay, because I like to see the Coast Guard.
Pure white.
And the pure white.
Yeah. But let me stick up in here. Let me take this time to remind everyone that is an interactive program. The number to call is 457-9997. That's also the number to WhatsApp. And you can reach out to us. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Unfortunately, this is a point where we pay some bills and we come right back to you. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of information to be shared this morning relating to independence and your opinions on our resilience as a nation.
Picture this. You and your squad at the Honorsville playing field decked in national colors. The Vinci team has you at the edge of your seat. Could this be the goal that gives them the win? And just like that, it's pandemonium in honor. Number 27. Rep your colors. Come out strong and support the women as SVG meets the Dominican Republic. Happy 44th Independence SVG. December 5th, SVG versus Barbados. Admission, adults $20. Children $10. The 2023 Women's Nation League qualifiers. Honorsville playing field from 3 p.m. This ad is powered by Island Sips Water.
Do you want to feel clean or refreshed after using the bathroom, whether at home, work, or play? Welcome to My Smart Toilet Seats. All of our products wash your private parts after using the bathroom without the use of your hands. Let's hear what our national table tennis champion, Damian Dublin, has to say.
I tried it and it works. There are 4 options. Simply add an attachment to your existing toilet seat, or choose a non-electric seat, or better, an electric seat that washes and dries you with warm water and air. Lastly, get a complete smart toilet that also flushes itself. What are you waiting for? Get your smart toilet seat today. Be smart, be refreshed, be clean, be a winner like me.
Our smart toilet seat is available throughout St. Vincent at retail outlets with the orange flags. You can call us at 457-1703 or visit our website at justwashit.vc.
That's the sound of your animals. Strong, healthy, and delivering yields you love. That didn't just happen. It began with you feeding them only the best. East Caribbean Feeds. Rest assured, we only produce your feeds with premium ingredients. No hormones, no animal byproducts. Just everything your animal needs for maximum nutrition. Because your animals deserve only the best. East Caribbean Feeds from Maximum Nutrition.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a night of music, celebration, and pure Caribbean vibes. We have a spectacular event coming your way that you won't want to miss. On October 26th, starting at 9 p.m. Join us at Pier 1 in Villa Caliqua as we celebrate St. Vincent and the Grenadines' independence in style. We've got a star-studded lineup that's going to light up the night. Internationally renowned, the sensational Judy Moja will be gracing our stage, serenading us with her timeless melodies.
You caught my eye as you walk towards my pathway.
And joining her is the 80s Chief Calypso himself, Elston Beckett Cyrus, bringing you the very best of Caribbean rhythms.
Yo, you ain't nothing but a teaser, a dirty, dirty teaser.
But that's not all. Ron Pompey will be there, filling the ear with his infectious energy.
Banana police.
And soca sensations Mozart and Chill Bill will keep you dancing all night long. And all this entertainment will be backed by the Kinetic Band. Plus, we've got our top local DJs spinning the hottest tracks to keep the party going until the early hours. This is the event of the year, the celebration of St. Vincent and the Grenadines' independence like you've never seen before. Hey, don't miss out. Get your tickets now. Tickets sold at Randy's Supermarket downtown, for Shell Restaurant, Diamond Grocery, both locations, Soul Gas Station in Bucomed La Casa at PT Bordel, QT Bar, Chill Spot, the Tourism Office in Beckway, and CK Graves in Bucomed. Or you can call 465-4200 for more information. Join us at Pier 1 in Villa Caliqua on October 26th, starting at 9 p.m. It's going to be a night to remember. Brought to you by the experts in entertainment and brought to life by the heart and soul of the Caribbean. See you there.
Yard sale! Yes, boy, we done in it again. Kendrick's Aluminum Products 2 days mega yard sale is back. Friday and Saturday, November 3rd and 4th. And you know where the action is. Our factory compound, Camden Park, with low prices on aluminum windows, metal doors, P-trap and S-trap toilets, vanities, space basins with pedestal and cabinets, jacuzzi, bathtubs, fridges, stoves, cooker hoods, kitchen sinks, NutriBullet blenders, automatic sliding and swing gate opener, kitchen appliances from Jake's Kitchen, and plenty more. It's another mega 2-day sale, Friday and Saturday, November 3rd and 4th. Sale begins at 8 a.m. from the only place you can get it this good. Kendra's Aluminum Products, a tradition of excellence.
WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Cop Chat. You've got questions for the police? They're here to give you the answers on WEFM 99.9.
Something is wrong with the human race. Fishermen say it's wonders and signs. We are living in the end of times. Where is the love we once used to know? Where is the kindness we used to show? The heart of man is so full of hate. Let's make a change before it's too late. Too much killing, too much blood spilling. Each and every morning, it's weeping and mourning. We've got to stop all the crimes, erase the violence, let our voice be heard. We can't sit in silence. The hope of tomorrow is in our use today. We've got to live in love. Crime and violence don't pay.
And welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In studio today, I have with me Inspector of Police Wilmette John, former Commissioner of Police Michael Charles, former Superintendent of Police Elton Jackson, yours truly, and of course, Roleza.
Mr. Charles?
I didn't say former.
Yes, you
He
did.
said it?
Yes,
Yes,
I
you
did.
did.
All right, I'm sorry, Ari.
That is wild. You're not listening on our own program. That is crazy, embarrassing me in front of guests. So our topic today is our resilience, our fortitude, our identity on the road to 45. So as we know, tomorrow is 44.
Yes.
44. See, you're paying attention.
Okay, good. So Jackson was us explaining, if you're just tuning in, what to expect from the parade tomorrow, the much anticipated parade tomorrow. I saw you jotting down some things. You have questions?
No, I had some notes from the Commissioner Acton's speech, or his no, it's the speech I call it. His independent message, right? So there were just some things that I had,
yes.
Okay.
right? But we could get into that after. Just allowing you all to say things that come to your mind first, and then we could get into it.
And as you know, tomorrow will be the acting commissioner first.
Right? Correct.
As commissioner.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I know that we are talking about the 44th anniversary, which will be tomorrow. But I just want to say that, generally speaking, it is very, very important that youngsters are involved in parade and in drills as a whole, because there are tremendous benefits to be derived from getting your children involved in regimental aspects of life. For instance, as a person who is involved in drill, it fosters team. I know that it fosters teamwork, because tomorrow you will have a number of persons on parade, and they will be paying attention, and they will be working together as a team in their particular units. Also, as a whole, all units will be coming together and going in a particular direction, and that is what drill is all about. It fosters teamwork, right? Pride. Persons will have pride in themselves, and we're talking about pride. We're talking about arrogance. We're talking about persons who know how to carry themselves, persons who know how to be proud of who they are as persons. So it fosters self-esteem, which is very positive, and it helps one to be alert. Right?
You know, as you say that, is interesting, because I remember as a youngster, I used to be like, how could people join cadets? Let me tell you the reason why I said it, right? Is, you know, when you see them doing the practices, like people were shouting at them there. And I also, well, why would you want to join cadets to have people shouting at you? And I was like, you see me and this? Not at all, you know? But when, as an adult, I can realize that it allows you to be a bit more disciplined.
That's
right?
the word,
And I
yes.
realized that there were instances where you have problematic children. One of the ways in which you try to get them in line, one of the areas, or one of the places they tend to suggest that students join to get them in line a bit, or to become a bit more disciplined, was the cadets. And it's interesting because you're saying it, because one of the points that came out of the Commissioner Acton's independence message is that he was talking about the role of, well, parents and adults in steering youth away from a life of crime into a pathway of self-sustenance, personal development, and advancement. And he was encouraging youngsters in particular to join reputable civic organizations such as cadets, pathfinders, you know, all those type of organizations that would also be on display tomorrow.
Right. And even though we talk about obedience, right, in terms of, you know, drill fosters obedience and so forth, where you have to follow command, it's not blind obedience,
right, because
there's room for creativity and your skills to be developed, etc.
And as you say that, because I remember too, when the introduction of like the dancing started to take place on the parade ground, there was a little bit of some persons were critical of it, saying that it should not be a part of a military presentation, right? Which is now interesting in terms of the point that you're making, because we are, maybe they grew up with the parade being a bit stiff.
Yes.
But the thing of it is that with changing times, or well, I'm not sure if it's an American introduction. I don't know. But with the changing times, there you also have to find a way to encourage persons not only to want to participate on the grounds, but also to be in attendance in the audience. You know, so yeah, it's interesting that you're saying that there's some allowance for creativity as well.
Yeah, it's not an American invention.
Mm-hmm.
It is the creativity
Mm-hmm.
of Caribbean people.
Okay.
That is what is coming out.
Okay.
So you can see it in Trinidad, you can see it in Grenada, Barbados, even though they are more conservative, you can see it there too, and so forth, right? It's the creativity of our Caribbean people.
Okay.
So what the superintendent was going through there, for those who not know, is actually the aim of jail. The aim of jail is to produce a soldier or someone who is alert, and you had mentioned the word alert, who's proud and obedience, and it's also form the basis of teamwork. Because on a parade, you have 100 persons and one person make a mistake, that person will be spotted. That person.
The uniformity that comes through,
Exactly.
right? Mm-hmm.
And drills, as I said, is a core value of discipline. So when someone really have drilling to them, they are very disciplined.
Okay. All right. Now, anything else with regards to the activities for tomorrow, with the parade, etc.? Anything else that you want to bring out?
Well, I would just like to invite the whole of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I know they can't hold in Victoria Park.
Man, let it come down.
Exactly.
If they could crowd the place for Soca Banat, they could do the same for tomorrow.
So I'm inviting St. Vincent and Grenadines to be at Victoria Park. You know, we put a lot of emphasis and practice rehearsals into the parade, and we give our best on that day. So this that we do, and we do our best. So we want St. Vincent and Grenadines to be there because we do it for them.
Okay.
For the state of St. Vincent.
And not just go to the park, but also attend the
Uptown
salute.
Yeah.
You see, I got it.
Yes.
And if by a slim chance that you can't make it, meaning that you're somewhere overseas, whether in the Caribbean or in North America or Europe, the social platform is there. VC3 television and NBC radio and all the different Facebook, YouTube. Just view up, participate in our celebration.
And for those who don't know, who may be visiting, where exactly does the Uptown Salute take place?
At the financial complex.
Right in front of the financial complex.
Right.
And the Prime Minister is the person who take the salute.
Okay.
Incidentally, in drills, we usually give generally a salute eyes right. But in this particular case, because of the location of the complex, it will be an eyes left.
Okay.
It's a funny thing. You won't actually hear too much eyes left.
Okay. All right. So that is with regards to tomorrow's activity, the activity in park. And of course, we're asking persons to come out in national colors. But if, let's say, for whatever reason you don't have it, just turn up, right?
Exactly.
Just be in attendance. All right, so moving on to other things, if that's okay. So I noticed both with former Commissioner Charles and Mr. Jackson, in your introduction, use the word resilient, right? Both of you use the word resilient, and it came across to me. Now, given your experience, your policing background, and we're just talking here generally now, why do you use the word resilient for us as Vincentians? What do you think makes us resilient?
I think it's our true identity. We are, I'll go back to resilient post. We are resilient people. We take pride in whatever we do. And once we into something, this Vincentian pride, it just come out. And as a politician said, leave every stumbling back, and the stone shot you. Use that as a stepping stone. Don't you take it as a missile. Use it as a stepping stone to move forward. And I think that over the years, when we see what has taken place in St. Vincent in terms of disasters and anything like that, we always come back, and we come back, 10 times stronger.
Because we're the land of the blessed.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So the resilient, there's a resilient, man, there's something resilient about everything in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know what I mean? I'm really enthused about it, really. You know, to see, okay, if we have a natural disaster here, it's not only the people who are involved, but it's like the entire country come out in support. I can remember the rock gutter situation. I remember the 2013 flood and so on. The Women's Central turned out to help each other. We are a caring people. Yes, basically.
Right. I will endorse that and add that Vincentians are very determined people. And it can be to a large extent because of our historical development, right? The way these islands were formed and developed, where you know who is our national hero, right? Our only national hero, Joseph Chatoué. Right. So with that drive and that determination, we can bounce back from any event. Also, many Caribbean nations, you will have persons who check for a lot of luxury and so forth. But I believe at a Vincentian, one of the hallmark of a true Vincentian is that we take very, very little and be satisfied, and we make much out of it.
Most definitely.
Right. If you notice the kind of housing stock that we have, right? When people come here, they are marvel as to how we can do it. All right. And that is because of our determination to get what we want, honestly. Yes, we have some issues. We do have some issues, like some crime, etc., that we have to take care of. And I believe we have, by and large, under control, even though persons may see it differently. But Vincentian, we are a very determined people, and we can make good with what little we have, and we can multiply with little. It doesn't take much for us to really make progress. If you notice that at our universities, where a Vincentian given the chance, he will be really right up there on top, because he knows that what the Vincentian people expect of him, and we seek to be outstanding in what we do. Sheer determination.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that too. In St. Vincent, we're very community centered.
Correct.
We're very, very strong. Although we see like the bad stories here and there, disputes here and there, in general, we're a community country. Your neighbor look out for you in every way. That is why when you had the 2013 flood, you had the rock gutter incident, you had the volcanic eruptions. You even had the issue where the guy, the mentally challenged guy, had killed 4 people in one night.
Yes.
Vincentians came together to support each other. And I think that embodies the resilience that we're talking about this morning.
Correct.
So because we see ourselves as a community, St. Vincent and Grenadines is one small village. So we are knitted, and sometimes if you check about, we have relatives in almost every village.
Yeah.
So and you're talking about thing where we come together. Even from my small village, Clay Valley, when we had the 5 persons died in the accident.
Yes.
A lot of Vincentian persons who do not even know the people then. That's because of our love for one another. When we have these kind of disaster, I think we put away a little petty politics or whatsoever, and we bond together.
Yes.
All right. So Ari and I are younger than 3 of you. But in terms of the road from 1979, the development in terms of, and let's look at it in a holistic sense. The attitudes of Vincentians, our development, etc. What for you stands out the most from 1979 to now in terms of our development? Anything in particular stands out?
I would say that from 79 to now, we are more mature. And if I can expand on that, 1979, when we gained independence, just being, associated with Great Britain, there was some people, Dr. Gonsalves included, because they were more seen as and the left, and people who are the way we grew up, we were kind of disassociated from these type of people, the Renwick Rose, the of blessed memory, former Attorney General Parnell Campbell, Casperlan, and these guys. They had a different, I wouldn't say agenda, but their thoughts were different than the colonialism thought of independence. And as we grow older, as the country mature, we see that the whole society start to take in these people. They no longer push them away. We kind of stick to them. We have had people going to Cuba to study, and when you go to Cuba and come back, you were kind of ostracized. But today, people are proud to go to Cuba to study for any other thing. So from 79, as we mature, we can see the maturity going from one stage to today. Today, whether a person is left or right, we take them, we look at them as who they are. They're individuals, and everybody have their own opinion, have a right to their own opinion. And so that's how I think it. I think from 79 to present, we have matured tremendously.
Okay.
Right. There's no doubt that we have made some progress, and many things will stand out for me. But I think that what stands out the most for me is our strides in education. I can remember in 1979, not many persons were exposed to a secondary education, far more to tertiary education. But now that is very much commonplace. And the persons from the rural areas are exposed just as any other person from any part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right? So whether you are from Union Island or you are from Fitzhugh or Green Hill, there is no difference in terms of the opportunity that you can get in terms of your educational development. The sky is the limit for any child, right? And education stands out. Also, we have made some progress in terms of our infrastructural development. Our housing stock is better, quality housing, and so forth. And vehicles, right, in terms of our our transportation system, right, that has developed, right. Sometimes we may say, well, we have some issues, but we have to know where we from whence we came, where the main transport, particularly in the rural area, was really a donkey. Right, a donkey.
And unfortunately, some of the roads were only to accommodate the donkeys. But anyhow,
definitely. So we live through that. In terms of pipe-borne water, etc. Persons, I remember that as a child, you had to go to the river to bathe in the morning and so forth. This was fun, and that really, steered us in a particular positive direction. But we on the inside now in terms of using the washroom, etc. That is tremendous benefit. Some persons may not know about it.
Yeah,
but
unfortunately,
and they take it for granted.
We have a minute left in the cop chat this morning. I don't know if you'd like to say anything to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines as we move to celebrate 44 years tomorrow.
My thing to St. Vincent and the Grenadines is that let us continue to be resilient, mature. Let us show show our true identity by loving each and every one of us. Let's try stay away from crime. And happy independence to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Right. I want to end by saying, let us be very thankful for the tremendous progress that we have made between 1979 and 2023. We have seen much development, and we have to be very, very grateful, and we have to build on that. Right, all the technology that we have to build on that. So I just want to wish everybody a good parade tomorrow, and hope that everybody will turn out in their numbers, and happy anniversary.
Right. I will end by saying inviting everyone again to Victoria Park tomorrow. And as the team said, resilience for 45, our identity on the road to 45. So we are preparing for our 45th anniversary, which will be bigger and better than this year. Happy Independence in Vincent and the Grenadines.
All right, and before we go, there were some comments coming through here. So, any one of you named Specky?
Yes.
All right, so morning, Specky, large up yourself. And Michelle says good morning to Inspector John. And Trevor was saying good morning, happy Independence Day. Well, almost. I would love to see more made in SVG products on the shop shelves. Okay, so that was something else, but yes.
You're probably
but
talking about Expo, everything Vinci Expo. But thank you very much for joining us, Inspector John, Commissioner Charles. I always call you Commissioner, you know that, and Superintendent Jackson. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right,
It all started with a penny for over 85 years.